Shipping Deputy Ministry to the President was created on the 1st of March, so a few months ago. It's a very exciting new development for us because first of all it was unanimously approved by all the parties in Parliament. And secondly, it's something that the industry has been waiting for a long time. The Deputy Ministry has some ambitious plans. It has formulated a strategy which has been based on external studies that have been conducted by independent advisors, but also with the input of the industry and with the input of all the stakeholders. We have now consolidated all the findings and we've developed the strategy in such a way where we think that there are some very clear pillars and very clear goals, and we've started working on those goals as of March, with some of them moving along very quickly and others obviously requiring further study and development before they can materialize. Overall, we're very happy with the progress, very happy with the cooperation that we have with the private sector, which is key to creating a successful cluster. It has been key to creating the cluster that we have in the past, and I think it will be key to developing it even further. Currently, contribution of Cyprus shipping to the economy is roughly 7% of the GDP, which does not include all the ancillary benefits of having a lot of professionals living in Cyprus, spending in Cyprus, etc. So it covers purely the ship ownership, ship management contribution. We have one of the largest ship management centres in the world, and we have seen recently some very positive developments in the services available within the cluster. So aside from ship management and ship ownership, which are of course key components, we also have brokerage, shipping finance. We have almost all the banks in Cyprus now offering shipping finance. We have insurance companies and marine insurers coming to Cyprus and adding to the already existing companies, which is also extremely important. We have obviously the privatization of the Limassol port and upcoming privatization of the Larnaca port, which are creating opportunities in the logistical sector as well. The port has been performing very well, so actually the latest figures in terms of its contribution are very, very satisfactory and in line with or exceeding actually the initial expectations. The DP World has been very proactive in actually initiating some more potential areas of interest, such as cruises, for example. So they have recently inaugurated a very impressive cruise terminal, which we hope will be put into great use, and they're doing a lot of work to promote the cruise sector in Cyprus. And we also have more companies joining the tonnage tax system and actually creating presence and a base in Cyprus and employing a lot of people. 5,000 people are employed onshore by the Cyprus companies operating within the shipping sector. We have more than 200 companies now which are directly involved with shipping, and we also have about 24 million gross tonnage in terms of our Cyprus Flag vessels, which makes us the 11th largest fleet worldwide and third in the EU. We also have a lot of seafarers working on Cyprus flagged ships, around 55,000. We are trying to encourage more people from Cyprus to actually embrace careers at sea. So we have 3 new maritime academies which have been operating very successfully in recent years, and as a deputy ministry we offer scholarships and we offer financial support for the students while they're doing their practical experience in order to encourage more and more students to get involved in blue careers. Well, we think that we can grow our fleet because of the unique set of competitive advantages that we offer in terms of Cyprus flagged vessels with competitive registration costs, with the Cyprus Tonnage Tax system, with 24/7 service, and with great expertise which is always available to resolve any issues coming up where our clients need us. But we've also got a lot of plans in developing the cluster. So I think we can do both things at the same time, because it's important for companies which are operating in Cyprus to have a full service available to them, not just from the public sector side, but also from the private sector side. So we have an ambitious promotional plan which involves a lot of trips abroad, a lot of enhancement of our presence at IMO level, at EU level, in continuing to be a positive contributor to the policies, and also making sure that our voice is heard, and that we do make a positive contribution towards meeting all the goals, whether they be environmental, social, economic, or whatever else. In terms of client service, we definitely have clear objectives of continuing to improve our service. So we have plans to automate all the processes, in addition to the ones that have been automated already. We are also doing a rebrand of our Maritime Cyprus brand, and also of the Shipping Deputy Ministry within that context, with some new sort of promotional ideas. We're planning to enhance Maritime Cyprus, which is a biannual conference that takes place here in Cyprus, and to present all the different components of our offering, but we also think that there are a lot of synergies with other sectors that are now emerging in Cyprus. For example, we have the Cyprus Investment Funds, alternative investment funds available, and we've already seen a lot of interest by shipping companies which have set up such funds to either to secure financing for their own projects, or as a collaborative sort of initiative, which we're also looking to develop. But we've also got the energy sector, which is particularly important. We think that the privatization of the Limassol ports is key to increasing regional collaboration in this area, and there's also going to be new opportunities arising for shipping companies based in Cyprus to actually take part in all the projects that are going to involve exploration and then drilling. The energy sector is still in early stages, where we don't know the exact size of the reserves that are available in the Cypriot EEZ. However, because the region is growing into an important energy hub, there are great opportunities in the region in general. So steps taken so far, of course, we have some of the oil and gas giants already operating in Cyprus. Some of them are servicing the region from their base in Cyprus, which we think is very important, and we're definitely trying to encourage that more. There have been steps taken in expanding the options available to these companies in terms of their shore base, in terms of their presence, and we are definitely trying to encourage collaboration between the existing companies in Cyprus which have specialized vessels or can offer specialized vessels to the companies that are operating in the region, in order to increase the collaboration between them. But we also encourage companies which are involved in the energy sector value chain to actually look at Cyprus and to consider possibilities of basing here. And we already have a few companies which have based in Cyprus and are operating from here, and hopefully we will see more of that happening in the next few years. The Cyprus Tonnage Tax was the first one to be approved by the EU, and it does encompass ship ownership, ship management, and chartering, which is very important because it offers the full spectrum of options to companies seeking to operate in Cyprus. I think it's a very important tool which is offered to EU countries, is available to EU countries. There is a great effort by DG Competition, by everyone involved and all the stakeholders involved in ensuring that the EU remains a competitive shipping jurisdiction, and that's very important to all of us. I think the EU has done an excellent job in making sure that that is the case, but but the tonnage tax system is one of many components that countries need to have in order to have a solid shipping sector. Also, we have developed Limassol, which is the center of the shipping activity in Cyprus, into a very cosmopolitan, very sort of buzzing town, which is very important for investors choosing to actually make Cyprus their home. We have a safe environment in which children are able to go to good schools, which are often multilingual, and parents, whether they be professionals or owners of a company, can feel comfortable that their family can actually live and enjoy a high standard of living here in Cyprus. Safety and security is also a very big issue. The shipping companies are concerned about things like cybersecurity, and they are also looking at opportunities like smarter shipping, autonomous ships, things that are potentially quite far away in some cases, but we do need to start planning for them. We do need to start examining what the impact is on the economy, what the impact is on employment, and we need to be proactively seeking to ensure that any changes are adopted in a way that is safe, in a way that protects the shipping industry, and obviously that enables us to do a good job as regulators. And of course, environmental issues are at the core of this strategy. It's very important to ensure that shipping continues to reduce its carbon footprint, and we are very committed to that. And we're working very closely with the EU, with the IMO, but also with the industry to ensure that that viable solutions are actually developed in time, so that when these measures do come into effect, the shipping industry is able to adopt the correct tools and the correct systems to be able to cope. And of course, sustainability, both in terms of the environment but also in terms of profitability, is a very, very basic component. We need to ensure that there are enough tools that can be utilized in a way that is sustainable in all aspects. There is definitely a lot of positive, a lot of effort going into enhancing collaboration at EU level, and the aim is to make sure that the EU shipping sector remains as strong as it is today and is even more enhanced in the future. There are a lot of challenges to be overcome. For example, we do want shipping to become greener, to become smarter, to become more efficient, and we want to achieve a level of efficiency both at public sector level and at private sector level, where there is no duplication of work, there is no unnecessary administrative burden on companies operating within the EU. So there are a number of excellent initiatives. For example, the EU single maritime window, which is an excellent initiative that's now being undertaken by the EU. We want to contribute to that. We're great supporters of it, and we would love to see it taken on at IMO level as well, to ensure that all countries operating in shipping are applying best practices. I think the Cyprus flag is a flag of quality. It's a white flag. It's got a very good reputation to begin with. So our safety and security standards, I believe, are excellent. Our piracy regulation is absolutely excellent. We offer great protection to vessels under the Cyprus flag, and we're very proud of that. We definitely make sure that all international conventions and all their provisions are implemented by in Cyprus, of course, and this will continue to be the case, as well as all EU directives. And we definitely have plans to continue supporting Cyprus flagged vessels in every way that we can. I think one of the things that makes us stand out as a maritime centre is the excellence of service that we offer. As I said before, on a 365 days, 24/7 basis, we have specialised people on call who can offer specialised advice and input on any matter arising, and we definitely plan to continue doing so and to enhance the services offered.